I still can't believe this happened. Daredevil and Punisher, they saw my artwork, and they loved it.
That's you, man. You did that.
Yep, that's Charlie Cox, the man without fear, looking at my drawing, and his reaction nearly knocked me over. Then John Barenthal, the Punisher himself, had a moment with it that I'll never forget for sure. In this video, I'll tell you exactly how it happened, how they saw the artwork, what they said, and if that changed my art career, for sure. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around for what John Barenthal said at the end. It's pretty funny. Hi, my name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. 25 years as a professional artist working for Marvel, DC, Transformers film, video games, and this is my 30 for 30 series where I am drawing 30 completed artwork in 30 days, all the while telling you little snippets about my art career itself, and this is a moment I'll never forget. I absolutely love the show Daredevil. I love the character Daredevil. It's a really, really cool character. You know, I loved him even in the Ben Affleck days. I actually like that movie. I like the Ben Affleck movie. And I did audition to draw Daredevil back in the day. It was after I did my run on Hulk, they actually got me to do a few test drawings for Marvel to see what books they want me to work on next because they like the work I did on the Hulk. And one test drawing I did do was one of Daredevil. They opted not to give me Daredevil. They ended up giving me one shot for Captain Universe, Invisible Woman, where I got the opportunity to draw the Fantastic Four, and that was a lot of fun to do. I'm always thankful for the opportunities Marvel gave me back in the day. But I've always wanted to draw Daredevil, really. In fact, Daredevil was one of the starts of this channel, if you can believe it or not. That's how I actually met my good friend Jazza. Jazza, who even to this day I consider him as a mentor for me when it came to art YouTube. Like back in the day, there wasn't many art YouTubers out there, but the ones that really stood out was the Godfather. I call him the Godfather, Mr. Mark Crilly, and I got introduced to this one man named Mr. Josiah Brooks, aka Draw with Jazza at the time, now Jazza. And back then he was running these contests on I think it was called Newgrounds. That was the site, Newgrounds. And he would do these monthly contests where he would get everyone to draw a specific character, and then he would choose that character. You know, that's a lot of fun. Maybe I should do something similar. Actually, now thinking about it, maybe I should do something similar these days. You know, we can do a little art contest. I'd give a subject, and then everyone does their version of it, and I'll judge them. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we could do something like that later on. But he was doing that, and then he was sponsored by a bunch of companies, and one he was sponsored by was Netflix. So he had this one contest where he wanted us to draw Netflix characters, but Australian themed. So what I did do, which you're seeing right now, is me drawing the Defenders. Now at that time, Daredevil just came out, and I believe Mike Coulter as Luke Cage and Jessica Jones was just announced. Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. That was just announced. Now, we didn't see what they look like, but they were there. No one was cast for Iron Fist yet, but we knew those were going to be the 4 Defenders. So I thought, why don't I do this Defenders piece? I call it Defenders Down Under. And I drew Daredevil. And at that time, we only saw Daredevil in his black suit. This is the first season of Daredevil. We didn't see him until his full suit until the end of the season. But at this particular point, when I was drawing this drawing, that didn't come out yet. So I was just drawing him in his black suit. And then I drew Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. And those were easy because, you know, they don't have a mask or anything. They were just wearing regular clothes. And then I actually had a Fist there. You just saw a Fist because the one who plays Iron Fist, he wasn't casted yet. But also I had Kingpin in the background, and because it was Australia themed, I added all these Australian animals as part of Kingpin's mafia, whatever. Kingpin's henchmen back in the day. So it was a fun drawing. But what came out of this drawing was a long relationship, a mentorship with my friend Jazza. When I quit my job to go to YouTube full-time, Jazza was the first one to call me up and give me advice on how I can make money and how I can make a career in YouTube. When he thought I was, I remember one time I just started vlogging on my channel for no reason, and he called me up like, James, what are you doing? You're killing your channel doing these vlogs. And he was showing me the analytics. I'm like, okay, you're right. And I put my vlog on a different channel, but then I just stopped vlogging altogether at the same time. Like, he was always there to help me when he didn't have to. I'll be always grateful to Jazza for, giving me a shot for helping me out, leaving collab on his channel. But that was my first chance actually drawing Daredevil. Okay, that was a little aside, but that was my first chance drawing Daredevil. And then my good friend, Mr. Apple de la Fuente, he is the owner of the Alamo City Comic-Con, a very good friend of mine, even to this day. Absolutely love the guy. He's the best. Anyone who's gone to Alamo City Comic-Con, everyone loves Apple. Apple is the man. Everyone absolutely loves Apple. He's just a wonderful guy to hang out with too. And he told me that Charlie Cox and John Barenthal were coming to Alamo City Comic-Con, and he would like for me to do a piece. So he actually commissioned me to draw these two pieces for him, which you are seeing me draw right now, of me drawing Daredevil and the Punisher. So I wanted to draw this extremely detailed Daredevil with Charlie Cox in the background, the actor. A very detailed Punisher with John Bernthal in the background as well. And he commissioned me to do that with the hopes of the two will go ahead and sign these pieces a little bit later on. So I actually drew these live with you guys. I actually drew this live on my channel, and it was a lot of fun drawing this live with everyone. And Apple was over the moon with the final artwork. He thought it was fantastic. And so then I shipped the artwork over to him. Now, he wanted me to go to Alamo City Comic-Con that year, and it was my opportunity to actually go meet him. I couldn't go for some reason. I'm trying to remember why I couldn't go to Alamo City Comic-Con, but I would have been able to meet them in person, but I didn't. However, for me, because Apple's such a wonderful guy, he actually got them to do this little message for me. So here it is. It's very quick, but here is the uncut message. In fact, you know what we'll do? Why don't I do a quick reaction to their message to me right now? Okay, let's do that.
James, where you at, man? Where you at, man? I wish you were here for work. You're super talented, dude. I wish you were here, homie.
All right.
Tell James, wish you were here. Look.
This is the funny part.
Look, James, look what you did, James. Look what you did, James. It's you, man. You did that.
He's a funny guy, man.
James. Yeah, James.
Yeah, thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Just draw about it. Be here, man.
Good. Wish you were here, James.
There's Apple. Apple's the man. He's the man.
Yeah.
There it is. That is the very quick reaction. Very quick reaction. Something to build this entire video around. Now, I will admit, because a good friend of mine was actually filming this, so I think they were just trying to make her laugh. They were trying to make her laugh when they were doing the reaction, because they're all friends, right? So they were just trying to make each other laugh. So, but it's a great reaction, a wonderful reaction. I hope maybe one day I'll actually meet both of them in person. But that was a lot of fun to do. But maybe I'll meet these actors. Charlie Cox again, and what's his name again? So for the actual drawing of my 30 for 30, it is a Kingpin and Daredevil face-off. Want to get a lot of detail in there, and actually getting the Kingpin actor in there as well. What's the Kingpin actor's name? Man, I'm not remembering names. I'm the worst at names. I'm telling you guys right now. Kingpin actor. You guys are screaming it out of your screen right now. Not Michael Clark Duncan. No, Vincent D'Onofrio. There you go. No, you know what? I love Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. I thought he was fantastic. I absolutely thought he was fantastic. But Vincent D'Onofrio, like Barnard, he is the Kingpin. Vincent D'Onofrio is the Kingpin, and he does such an amazing job. So I did really want to capture that in this particular face-off piece here. And, maybe I'll get the chance. Maybe we'll put up my buddy Apple. Apple, bring me to the con. Let me meet these guys in person so I can record their reaction in person. But here it is, guys. The final 30 for 30, part 6, Daredevil and Kingpin face-off, coming right at you. Once again, this is for my appearance at for an appearance at Fan Expo Canada. I forgot where. Fan Expo Canada, that's happening August 21st to the 24th right here in Toronto, Canada. If you are in the Toronto area, please do come by and say hi. I will have a big booth over there, and you'll be able to see all of these 30 for 30 drawings there as well. Okay, so once again, thank you guys for your support. Hey, by the way, if you guys want, you can draw along with me. I would love to see your version of these, or maybe you're doing your own 30 for 30. You're doing your own challenge as well. I would love to see those drawings as well. Why don't you let me know in the comments down below. Throw it up in the Discord. I'd love to see it as well. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.